Hey, what's up? Welcome back to this fifth video in this series of how to bake out a normal map. So in the last video we baked everything out. There are a few issues here with the normal map which we're going to fix in post. Okay, so then the first one is right here, where it just looks a little crooked right here. You may think that this is one, and we can definitely try to fix this, but this is mainly due to the fact that we have these triangles right here, and essentially manipulating them may yield a better result. We can definitely try that, or we can just try to see if this is the normal itself. Besides from that, everything looks fine. Looks like we have just a little bit of a smoothing issue here, so let's go ahead and try to deal with some of these issues. So I'm just going to deal with this very small one right here in the corner. So let's zoom inside Photoshop. Okay, go to the corner, and let's see. Okay, so yeah, it's just a little harsh here. So we can try to blur this. I already have the blur open. Let's see what happens. Files, save as. So we added just a slight little bit of blur here. I'm gonna overwrite the blade here. So you see we have a smoother result, which is much better. File, save as. Let's do that again. Now we're not aiming for 100% perfection here. Otherwise I could be sat here for a while, just to show you how we'd go about smoothing these issues. Let's see, let's deal with this issue right here. So let's jump up to the blade, and let's start to deal with some of these. So I'm going to press the B and sample this. I'm just going to sample the area and then paint in this appropriate color here. Hopefully this is enough to deal with that issue. Okay, let's see. File, save as. Again, we're just going to jump back down to that tiger and find this one here. So you see we have that fixed. So there is this, let's see. Let's see what's going on here. So see if we can perhaps bring this all the way down and across, and just make this 100%, or more or less the whole thing the same color here. Just gonna make sure this is all straight, and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and use the clone here and start fixing some of these issues. Okay, so files, save as. Going back to this tiger. Knife normals. Let's see. Okay. So let's have to undo most of this. Let's see. I'll just fix this little issue right here, and we'll leave that how it is. That won't be that visible when inside the game. And finally, it's this area right here. So you can see there is a slightness to it. I'm just going to blur these out. I believe that most of this is just going to come down to the placement of those vertexes, but I'm not going to worry about that too much actually. So file, save as, let's see, go back to Tiger, choose knife, choose OK. Do this. We're gonna get that fixed almost. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. Let's go over here. So yeah, so you see that we moved these, but most of this is due to the placement. Okay, so what we can do is convert to editable poly. We can select the edges, and I'm going to turn this preserve UVs on. And as we move these around, you see these get worse or better, and so on and so forth. Probably the best thing to do is just scale these ones inwards a little. Something like this. Okay. Let's undo all this actually and just leave it how it is. Okay. So yeah, so I guess what we could attempt to do here is select this, and what I'm going to do is, because I don't know if this is going to be quite effective or not. Is go ahead and paint just the same color all the way over. So let's see what effect this actually has. File, save as, let's see. And I was meant to make a duplicate of this, but looks like I didn't. So yeah, so you can see that this is actually just down to the placement of the vertexes. There are ways to fix that if you're going to go back through and start to remove some of these edges and stuff. But I'm going to leave these how it is. It's not too bad actually. But we've let's see, we've essentially fixed this. We could perhaps do a much better job if we'd like. So let's select a single flat color here. Let's zoom all the way in, and let's start to paint the color in much better. So excuse me for the quietness here. I'm just trying to get this to be pretty be fairly decent. So just one of those things that takes just a little bit of time. So let's, after this I'm going to be done anyway, I guess. So let's file, save this. And let's choose the knife, choose OK. Let's go ahead. So there we go. So now we have something a little better, more straight. There is, I guess, there's just a slight bump here. This is to do again with the placement of these vertexes here. We may be able to fix one of these actually, just by removing this. So let's see. Okay, yeah, so that's fixed that. That was just that stray edge there. This is why you should take your time and deal with optimization and so on and so forth. But again, as I said, this is just for the purposes of this video. We're going to leave this here, and yeah, that's essentially it. We've baked all this out. In the next video, which may be a little bit longer, I'm going to go ahead and start to lay the textures down for this and so on and so forth. So until then, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.